Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be going over the movies that I'm excited for this summer. So, basically, anything coming out from June 1st up until like September 14th. Um, yeah, these are the movies that, I've looked into, watched the trailers for, and I'm really excited about. So, coming out June 1st, we have a movie called Adrift, which I'm surprisingly super excited for. I really didn't know much about this movie until I saw the trailer, and I love those kind of movies where it's the kind of thing that tests the human spirit and the willpower to survive because ooh, it's pouring outside. Um, because to me, it's just very. I find those to be the most emotional movies, um, real tear jerkers to see someone struggle through something, kind of like watching the movie Alive, or um, I saw one recently. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. It was on Hulu, um, and it had uh, Josh Hartnett in it, and it was just wow. It makes you see what humans themselves are capable of if they just have the will to survive. And that's what this movie Adrift looks like, and I'm super, super excited for it. Also, coming out June 1st, we have a movie called American Animals. And this one intrigued me in two senses. One, it's based on a true story um, about, some kids that decide to pull off a heist. And that's the second thing that intrigued me. Most heist movies or, you know, bank robbery movies, armored truck robbery, those really get me going. I love to watch those. Um, so this one I'm excited for. I'm hoping I get a chance to check it out, and yeah, it really looks good. Um, Third movie coming out on June 1st. We have a movie called Upgrade. And wow. I mean, it's it's almost a unique concept to it. Um, I kind of get a vibe of what I saw from the new Venom trailer with a mixture of law abiding citizen in it. And I mean, the way that trailers are always meant to grab you and they put the best stuff in there, but if this movie has more of what the trailer had, the action sequences, the l- little comedy that was in there thrown in just to kind of make you smirk, because it is a serious movie, but you don't want to take it too seriously, so that's why they have that little comedy going. But man, that one looks good. So coming out on June 8th, which is a day that I'm excited for, just in the sense that that's my birthday. um, Sorry about that. June 8th, we have Ocean's 8 coming out. Um, Sorry if I look away from the camera for a minute. I've got the list up here, the IMDb list of movies coming out, so I'm kind of referencing that. Um, but Ocean's 8 comes out on June 8th. And, I could see how some people are going to be like, I don't know. Is it supposed to be like a remake of Ocean's 11? Even though Ocean's 11 with Brad Pitt and George Clooney was a remake itself. But this isn't a remake. It's kind of a continuation in the story. Um, it's an all-woman cast. It's kind of like what they did with Ghostbusters, how you had the four males, and then they did this remake or sequel, I guess you could call it. I don't know. That has four women. Well, in this one, instead of having 11 guys, it's got eight females. And again, it's a heist movie. It's got me intrigued already. So I love the Ocean movies, Ocean 11, Ocean 12, Ocean 13. I thought they were great. I'm excited to see this one. Plus, again, it's on my birthday, and it's a heist movie. It's like a birthday gift to me. Thank you. Let's see what else we've got coming out. June 15th. That was really it for June 8th. There's a few other things, but nothing that really jumped out at me. June 15th. Incredibles 2. I didn't check out Incredibles when it first came out. I was kind of way behind on that one. But when I saw it, I just thought it was great. And so for them to be making a sequel, I'm super excited for it. I'm sure it's going to it's going to be good to see this family. And I love them. I really do. Also, Tag comes out on June 15th. Now, this is like an ideal friendship. These friends that have been playing this game since they were young. And now here they are older and they're still going at it. The game is what kept them together. And, that's a great thing when you have really good friends. People always say, oh, you have a really good friend, a best friend. You don't have to talk all the time. But when you do talk, it's like you miss nothing. And, that's like an ideal thing that people would love to have, that kind of connection with a group of people that you have a history with and you continue to grow. And man, it looks funny also. I mean, the cast is going to be amazing, and I'm super excited for Tag. Let's see what else there is. Also coming out, we've got two movies coming out on June 15th that really intrigued me. And man, I feel like crime is going to go up that weekend just because people like to imitate what they see in movies. Kind of like with Fast and Furious, they like to put those warnings there. Hey, this is done by professional drivers. Don't try this. But then when you leave the theater, everyone's there with their Hondas and Acuras, revving their engines, gunning it. So, June 15th, we've got Gotti coming out, and we have Loving Pablo, which is about Pablo Escobar. And man, I can't even say crime lords. One was more a drug lord, but yeah, that's crime. And Gotti, a crime lord. Top-notch guys, top of the cream of the crop, right up there. And just seeing them and how they became powerful and were on top and ran things. And I like those kind of things. Netflix has a lot of documentaries and specials about Pablo Escobar. I like to watch those. They also have things on, the mob and the Italian mafia. Just these two are going to be good movies. And I bet my bottom dollar, bet you all the money in my pocket, which really isn't much, but I bet all the money I got that crime will probably go up that weekend. Just saying. All right, moving forward. June 22nd. Jurassic World. talk about a tearjerker. The last trailer for this movie, man. If Blue dies in this movie, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna be so upset. And I'm a T-Rex fan, but Blue, come on. I'm just so excited. Get them back there, get the dinosaurs again, coming back. I mean, yeah, the Jurassic Park movies, there there's a lot of focus on the raptors throughout, but you know, Jurassic Park, T-Rex saved the day. The second one, just about T-Rex. Yeah, the third one was about the raptors. Moving on. But then you go to Jurassic World, and yeah, it's the raptors. But who do they get to help out? T-Rex. I'm a T-Rex fan. But this one, man, that connection that you get with these raptors and with Blue, and if Blue dies, like I said, there's going to be, all hell's going to break loose. It's going to be mayhem in the theater. All right, we got June 29th, Sicario. Again, man, these movies that deal with, you know, drug cartels and the cops after them, and that's another thing that really intrigues me. You know, I think people, kind of how people have that love for vampires, or at least they did. I don't know how that trend is still going, but you know, there's something romantic about them. There's something that draws people to these crime movies. You know, living that kind of life of crime where you can do anything, you can have anything. It's kind of what like the American Dream was based on. So people would like to go see those movies. So I'm excited to see Sicario and see the sequel, second installment. Great cast. I'm sure that this one is just gonna, it's gonna be good. Um, will it knock Jurassic World off number one? We'll see. We'll see. It depends. If Blue dies, Sicario's gonna knock Jurassic World down because people are gonna be very upset. All right, moving on. Moving on. Oh, also, June 29th, Uncle Drew. I first saw the trailer for this movie, and oh my god, I was cracking up. I am so excited for this movie. To see these NBA stars in a role where they're supposed to be older but still just dominating it. It is so funny. The concept of it is hilarious. The acting just got me going. Even the jokes that they make, especially, you know, the joke that everyone makes about Shaq and his free throws. This one just, wow. I'm super excited for. I'm just gonna be. I might check this one out in the theater a few times actually because it just looks that good. All right. Moving on to July. July 6th. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Marvel, they just take my money. I've seen every Marvel movie so far. Clearly, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going with it. See what's going on with Ant-Man. Where is he now? What's happened since Civil War? So, you know, it's good to kind of catch up. Didn't make an appearance in Avengers Infinity War. So, you know, we got to catch up with a lot of the other characters and see what happened to them after Civil War. It's time to catch up with Ant-Man and see what he's up to, see what's going on in his world. So, again, super excited to see it. Love the first one. Love Paul Rudd. I think he's great. So, yeah. I'm a little on the fence with the first Purge. I haven't seen any of the other Purge movies. As much as I said, these crime movies, they intrigue people, the Purge just doesn't do it for me. Um, the concept is interesting, it was unique, but now they just keep going with it. It was kind of like Saw. It was interesting that first time, but then they just kept making them and making them. Excuse me. The same with Final Destination. You know, interesting, but then you just kept making them. Scream. Most people are thinking it's one killer, and the fact that they had two and just wow, blew your mind. But then they just kept making it. I feel it's the same thing with these Purge movies. Maybe I'll check it out because it's called The First Purge. It's like a prequel. It gets everything set up for the others. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe it'll intrigue me enough to possibly see the others. But like I said, on the fence. We'll see how it goes as time gets closer. Am I going to spend my money to see Ant-Man and Wasp a second time? Or will I go see The First Purge? We'll see. We'll see what July brings. July 13th. Skyscraper. I mean, The Rock is just electrifying. Like he was when he was wrestling. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. I mean, he just draws people to him. And just super excited to check this out. See this movie, action movie. I feel like it's going to be like a few other things. I saw the trailer, kind of felt like I was watching Die Hard, but Die Hard is still epic movie. I love it. Continue watching it. And so we'll see how this one is, We'll see how The Rock does, and I'm sure it's going to be action-packed from, can't say beginning to end, that's Jason Statham, more middle to end. But yeah, I'll be there, take my money, you know me. Also, The Nun. Haven't seen a trailer for it. They don't have one out yet. But The Conjuring 2, I tell you, that nun stood out in the movie. It was the focus of it. And kind of like how in the first Conjuring, they opened up with Annabelle and they focused on it, throughout the movie, and Annabelle got her own movie going. The Nun was such a big part of The Conjuring 2, and now for them to make that spin-off movie about it, I'm super excited. The Conjuring really knows how to give you those goosebumps throughout, kind of tingling, chill, but this one, I can't wait. All right, July 20th. The Equalizer. Second one. Denzel. I mean, what bad movies has Denzel really done? The Equalizer was just, I loved it. I saw it. I had my mom check it out. She fell in love with it. It is such a good movie. And again, Denzel's such a good actor. And now to see a sequel and see where he is now, how he continues, because he's trying to just live his normal life, but kind of like how with John Wick or even The Godfather 3, they keep pulling me back. It's kind of the same thing. He's trying to just live his life, but things keep happening around him that there's wrong in the world, and he doesn't want that. And so he's there to bring balance and equalize it. So, I mean, I'm sure that this one's going to be action-packed, non-stop, great scenes. Denzel's amazing. Can't say it enough. I am so excited for this movie. There's also a movie, Mile 22, with Mark Wahlberg. I don't know how I feel about it. Um, I'll probably check it out just because it's Mark Wahlberg. I like some of the movies that he does. I can't say I like everything, but I feel like they took the concept from SWAT with Samuel L. Jackson and Colin Farrell, and they kind of moved it to this. They're trying to bring in some guy from one place to another, and they're getting attacked along the way. And seen it, but we'll see what's a little different with it. Again, Mark Wahlberg. We'll check it out. We'll see what it's all about. July 27th. Mission Impossible Fallout. Man, the trailers for this movie just... Again, the trailers are going to have all the best parts, really pull you in, grab your attention, make you want to see the movie. That's what this does. Man. And just to see Superman in it, I'm super excited to see, Henry Cavill and Tom Cruise square off and see how that turns out. Um, so yeah, this one again, action packed. I'm sure, beginning to end. I'm sure they're going to open up with something crazy, and it's just going to get crazier and crazier as it goes on. So, love the Mission Impossible movies. Can't wait for this one. They keep up in the ante and just hitting it every time. So, yeah, super excited. All right, let's see what else we've got coming. August 3rd. If you see my trailer reaction for Christopher Robin, you already know. Take my money. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be checking it out. Grew up with Winnie the Pooh. Again, kind of moved away from it, but now it's back just like in the movie. So I'm really going to relate to it. Christopher Robin, Christopher Lafont. I'm already drawn to it. I'm going to be there. Let's see. Also, August 3rd, The Spy Who Dumped Me. Maybe. It's a action comedy movie, but some of those can be pretty good, depending. And I mean, I enjoyed This Means War with Tom Hardy, Chris Pine, Reese Witherspoon. Kind of the same thing. Spies in love with someone, and just good comedy throughout. A lot of scenes that I truly enjoy in that. So we'll see. Maybe The Spy Who Dumped Me can kind of match up to that, and maybe it'll draw me in and be one of those, weird obsessions that people have that no one likes to talk about, like watching The Karate Kid. No one ever says, "Hey, I'm going to watch The Karate Kid," but once it's on, you can't stop. August 10th, The Meg. Jason Statham movies. Unbelievable. Action-packed, beginning to end. And they're usually pretty short, but in that whole time frame, it doesn't feel like I'm only sitting there for, 90 minutes, 100 minutes. They really pack it in. Storyline, action, everything. So to see this take on Deep Blue Sea, but with Jason Statham and a megalodon, sharks is another thing. It just draws people in. Shark Week. Who doesn't watch Shark Week? Shark Week, Shark Tank. So, yeah. I'm sure it's going to be great. Again, Jason Statham's just top-notch action actor. So, we're going to see. Seems to be a trend. A lot of the movies I want to see are action. Black Klansman. I saw the trailer for this and I was just cracking up. Oh my god, it was funny. And I just can't wait to see it. It reminds me of, excuse me, that episode of the Chappelle Show where, you know, he's blind, but he's in the Klan and he doesn't know that he's black. You know, it kind of had a reminiscence of that where it just looks like it's going to be great. Laughing out loud throughout, I'm sure. I'm excited for this movie. Plus, it's got Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, you know, with his soft and bouncy hair. Just, I'm excited. All right, moving on, moving on. August 17th. Anything. Moving on. August 24th. Replicas. That kind of looks interesting. You know, Keanu Reeves just he's done some movies that were but he's done other ones that are just amazing, you know. Say what you will about The Matrix. The storyline may have been but the effects and graphics that they came out with, you know, people spoofed them throughout all these other movies, but that's because, wow, the things that they did in those movies. And, you know, yeah, not a fan of his Bill and Ted days, but some of the stuff he's done, Point Break, great movie. And of course, lately, the John Wicks. Wow. So, you know, to see this movie, and again, it kind of has a few things that I feel are similar. You know, it's got a kind of, when I was watching the trailer, it almost felt like a Surrogates feel with Bruce Willis. But it's a little bit of a different take on it. And I mean, it has Alice Eve, Keanu Reeves, great actors, you know, do a lot of good stuff lately. So we'll see if they could just continue to grow with it and put the two of them together in this one movie. And I'm sure it's really going to be heartfelt, but at the same time, have good action in it. I feel like it's going to be a good action drama. And I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. It might have an ending that's just unexpected. I feel like I'm gonna have to be prepared for an ending with this one. But we'll see. You know, August 24th. That's a little bit of ways. Also, Slender Man. Going back to Conjuring 2, kind of reminds me of The Crooked Man, but you know, tall, thin guy making kids disappear. Just looks kind of spooky. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah. Summer's the time to come out with everything. You don't want to see a scary movie that came out in January. It'll probably bomb. And the ones around Halloween are... So we'll see how this one delivers. And if it really gets you going, gives you those chills. But it looks like it's something that, you know, will probably keep a few people awake. Make you look over your shoulder when you're coming back from the bathroom in the middle of the night. So we'll see how scary it's going to be. Moving on. And yeah, I guess aside from that, we're already into September. Technically, summer ends like September 21st or 22nd, something like that. That's when fall begins. So we'll jump into September 14th. There's a movie called Alpha coming out, which looks interesting. kind of a 10,000 BC type of movie. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll check it out possibly just to see what it's like. But the one that's really going to keep me waiting for this date is Predator. You know, the original Predator, loved it, absolutely loved it, and they brought Shane Black in to kind of help with the storyline a bit, but he was in the movie. Hawkins, he directed Iron Man 3, which people have their reserves about, but I think it's great. And he's directing this, and to have someone that was in that original, from the story from the beginning, still involved in it and in that lore, I'm sure that he's going to do a great job, and I'm positive that this movie's going to be absolutely amazing. To see the Predator kind of now in a suburb. We've seen him in the woods with the first one. We saw him in the city in the second one, but now he's in the suburbs, and we're going to see how the suburbs can handle him. So I feel like they missed a few movies in this list on IMDb. I know that there's a movie coming out, AXL or Axel. I'm not sure how they really pronounce it, with the robotic dog. Didn't see that here on this list, but definitely one that I'm excited for. I'm going to be checking out. The movie looks like it's going to pull on those heartstrings. You're going to love this bond between the kid and the dog, and now someone comes for the dog, and the kid's going to go John Wick on him, I guess. But again, wasn't on this list, but I'm excited for it. Not sure when it's going to be coming out, but I know it's coming out this summer. I'm definitely going to be there, definitely handing over my money to check out that movie. But hey, let me know what movies you're looking forward to this summer, what you can't wait to see, what you're anticipating. Let me know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and share these videos with your friends. So, until next time, see you later.